My experience with OCD occurred over multiple years and still continues. Usually it would revolve around certain actions and losing someone forever. For instance, getting out of bed the wrong way, taking a shower and not opening or closing the door, or being forced to catch a bottle of shampoo, or sitting a certain way, or jump over a crack in a sidewalk, and unfortunately missing these actions. God hope these thoughts do not come true. These brutal thoughts even occurred when driving and completely ruined my life, even going after God.
Yes, you heard us right. In reality, there is a simple pattern when it comes to understanding complexity. You can become a worthy and beloved companion just by watching, hearing, and learning. For adults living with autism spectrum disorder, ASD, daily life often involves establishing routines and strategies for coping effectively. Routines are regarded as providing stability and predictability that can lower anxiety levels in ASD individuals. A typical day may begin with certain common activities such as waking up at the same time, brushing teeth, and having breakfast. This entails structuring the day through planned activities, for example, work, hobbies, or even therapy sessions to help improve time management skills and reduce ambiguity. Furthermore, unwinding during the evening time by reading a book or listening to some music can be important in improving sleep quality, which is quite disrupted in individuals with ASD. Though it can be tough to interact with others, some strategies can support us. Simple plain language is important during communication, and abstract concepts should be avoided at all costs. Research reveals that ASD persons may benefit from explicit communication techniques aimed at understanding social cues. Social skills training programs that focus on identifying social norms, interpreting facial expressions, and rehearsing dialogue competence also have positive effects. To get around the smoothness of interaction and help in better comprehending social situations, visual aids such as pictorial cues or social stories may be employed. Completing tasks and everyday activities might require a breakdown into smaller steps and clear instructions being given out. In addition, structured tasks for individuals with autism spectrum disorder have been recommended by research, as well as visual prompts to encourage independent completion of tasks. Moreover, integrating special interests in daily jobs improves motivation and engagement too. Furthermore, studies show that making use of special interest areas makes the task more fun and thus easy to accomplish, hence offering satisfaction for what we do. When it comes to adult life with ASD, the search for individualized routines and strategies is crucial. As we delve deeper into the ASD world, let us talk about sensory sensitivity. Picture all your senses turned up to 11, everything you see, hear, and feel goes up to the maximum. Just a simple trip to the store can tap someone with autism spectrum disorder, ASD, on a lot of nerves. Bright lights, loud noises, or crowded aisles could seem overwhelming, leading to anxiety or meltdowns. People who have autism often require supportive environments when they are experiencing sensory difficulties and not so trustful environments together. Now let's look at how powerful routines are. Imagine your day is like a well-oiled machine, with each task carefully planned and executed. For a person with ASD, routine gives them some form of comfort in an unpredictable world. Following, from morning rituals to bedtime routines, sticking to schedules may offer stability similar to security blankets, giving assurance of peace of mind all the time. But do not worry, for thunder comes after lightning. Calmness follows every storm. From morning rituals until bedtime routines, adhering strictly hour by hour can be likened to an emotional prop or clamant that provides stability, thereby ensuring peace of mind at all times. Taking care of a person who has ASD concerns is all about the comprehension of the difficulties that they are facing and helping them find their way in life. Studies show that amenities like support and accommodation may substantially change the social life and functioning of autistic spectrum disorder patients. A significant manner to assist is by recognizing and appreciating their need for certain routines. Encouraging them to set up routines for them to do things like waking up, grooming, and meals will get rid of anxiety and also give them much-needed stability. Besides this, assisting them with scheduling activities, e.g. work, hobbies, or even therapy sessions, contributes greatly to their time management skills as well as their general feeling of being in control. If you are among those who wish to create a better safe for these human beings, you have come to the right place, where we teach you how to navigate these symptoms. We will also aid you in understanding yourself better, so sit back, relax, and fasten up your seatbelt as we are about to dive deep into making your disability, as the world may have pushed you to see, into your knight and shining armor. Also, stay tuned with us till the end because we may have a token of kindness for you to give us as well. Autism Spectrum Syndrome, ASD, is similar to perceiving the world through a distinct set of glasses. It's not an illness or something wrong, but rather it's another way to process information and experience life. From the vantage point of individuals with ASD and those familiar to them, let us delve into what ASD entails vis-à-vis early symptoms and everyday lives in a mix of seriousness and humor. Pretend that you are putting on a pair of eyeglasses that let you see differently. That's what it feels like living with ASD. Social situations may be as challenging as unlocking secret codes for people with ASD. They would have difficulty understanding social cues, making eye contact, or engaging in small talk. But do not worry, dear reader, since every challenge comes with its type of superpower. Individuals with ASD often exhibit amazing attention to detail. They exhibit intense focus as well as unusual ways of thinking outside the box. Now, let's talk about early symptoms because if the syndrome is detected at an early age, there is a high possibility you can save the child from going into any inferiority complex. To put it simply, visualize a toddler who moves at his own pace completely unaware of societal norms around him. They may not recognize their name, refuse eye contact, and have delayed talk. These initial indications can act as clues leading one to diagnose ASD. However, there are two important points to keep in mind: each path is different and no two people with ASD are the same. From the point of view of someone close to an individual with ASD, it is like being a detective trying to penetrate their unique world. You could see faint differences in behavior or even communication and social interactions that signal something more serious going on. But fear not, dear detective, for every mystery has its clues. By watching, listening, and learning you can become an invaluable friend throughout their journey.
When it comes to adult life with ASD, the search for individualized routines and strategies is crucial. As we delve deeper into the ASD world, let us talk about sensory sensitivity. Picture all your senses turned up to 11, everything you see, hear, and feel goes up to the maximum. Just a simple trip to the store can tap someone with autism spectrum disorder, ASD, on a lot of nerves. Bright lights, loud noises, or crowded aisles could seem overwhelming, leading to anxiety or meltdowns. People who have autism often require supportive environments when they are experiencing sensory difficulties and not so trustful environments together. Now let's look at how powerful routines are. Imagine your day is like a well-oiled machine, with each task carefully planned and executed. For a person with ASD, routine gives them some form of comfort in an unpredictable world. Following, from morning rituals to bedtime routines, sticking to schedules may offer stability similar to security blankets.
In addition to all this, it is important to recognize the wonders of special interests. Let's say you have something that makes you truly happy, a subject, an occupation, or a hobby that gives you the inspiration and the meaning needed to keep going. An autistic person may find a special interest in something like this to be their lifeline. In other words, the reason why they keep on going and the sense of belonging because the world is turbulent most of the time. Whether it's dinosaurs, trains, or outer space, whatever special interest you have can feel like going deep into the secret treasure chest containing all the knowledge and mystery. Yet do not depict me as a nightmare, fellow reader, for all interests have their borders. Through pursuing a moderate interest in their main activity, the interest will not only be sparked but also be revalued by the diversity of activities. Overall, autism spectrum syndrome is not an illness or a defect, but instead a special kind of seeing and perceiving the world. From the viewpoints of someone with autism spectrum disorder, ASD, and someone who is liked by them, we've covered what ASD is, its early signs and traces, and how it impacts daily life. After this, our journey invited natural ups and downs, like they perfectly mixed the humor and seriousness, the highs and lows, the strengths and the challenges at the same time. For this reason, you shall not be anxious, my dear reader, because each path has its milestones. And that is what we are going to do, walk the entire spectrum together, supporting each other with empathy, bolstering each other with understanding, and putting in a bit of a sense of humor too. This brings us to the very end of the video. Thank you for staying with us. Now, by hitting that subscribe button and pressing the bell icon, you will ensure that our voice reaches millions of people. So, march forward and do this token of kindness for us. Till we see you next time. Hi, in this video we are going to go after one of the most important keys to success, named by numerous celebrities as a common way to achieve success and accumulate wealth. That simple device is to make a list. This overlooked skill provides the key to starting and maintaining riches and achievement. It's a learned skill for people struggling with mental disorders, but a simple habit that benefits everyone, even little kids. How many people don't know how to make lists, or like my close friend struggle to put the items on a list or read it? In this section we are going to offer a few ways, then we are going to walk you through your first list making exercise, so you will have completed and taken your first. However, first we are going to provide examples and types of lists to help you completely understand what to do and where they fit into your life and find the one that works best for you. I am going to show some pictures of lists and strategies, then talk about how they are effective.
The first type of list is called a daily planner. This is a prescribed list you can buy or print online. They come in the form of calendars or weekly planners. They will cost you a little money. They're good at outlining and writing down the big picture, but can be hard to follow. My friend struggles with mental illness, but is unable to finish items. He still relies mostly on memory. These types of lists can be painful in that they focus on projects within a time frame, but do not focus on accurately judging your time. Another list is to simply write down all the tasks you can do onto a set of paper. This includes drawing pictures or using alphabets. The third option is to type your project steps as much as you can think of on a piece of paper and to use IM or Apple Calendar or some other app. Personally, I think this is the best option for those struggling with list making. Write everything or type as much as you can onto a paper, then print. And you can also write things on the side. Other stuff are making charts, such as the 6 chart, where you write the 6 most important things and eat the task that is key or the most important to your project first. If you are incapable, simply move your item back to first thing tomorrow. Another option is to write on a calendar what your stuff to do.
In this section, we are going to write a list together for your day. First, decide what you want to use. If you lack a daily planner, simply print a template online. Go gather your paper notebook or calendar. In the space for the day, you will write down your routine, or you will simply make a line horizontal then vertical down and write down your list. Take a few seconds to write: brush your teeth, wash face, breakfast. Second, include a form of exercise. If you have never done this before, simply say walk, then write 30 minutes or minutes. Now write something work related like study for 30 minutes. Write the task you always never accomplish. Now write something personal or relationship, for example, give mom a hug. Next, write your night routine: brush your teeth, shower. Write one thing for a project you have. Write a deadline during the day like 3 o'clock. Now leave some leniency for what you want to do for a reward. You can also use alarm clocks or alarms in your phone. Lists are different for each person. Some celebrities post little post-it notes in front of their mirror in the morning. Other famous people use a simple division to write down work-related tasks for the day. Others do what I previously mentioned. They write all the tasks for the goal, and circle the 2 or 3 tasks that make all the other parts of your project possible. Then circle those 2 tasks and accomplish them first, and if they are unable, move it to something else to first thing, the following morning.
You will now put your list to the side. You will now be asked to complete a memory skill set and side challenge if you want. Do you accept? If you accept, I want you to choose a paper and want you to write down something you always wanted or dreamed to accomplish. Now I want you to write down all the steps to do this goal now, no matter how hard or impossible, and I want you to write down as much detail you can. Good, now I want you to write down and circle the hardest thing in that list. This does not mean you have to accomplish that goal, it just means you are going to know the linchpin. And OWW, write down everything you need to start this task. If you want to make a YouTube movie, for instance, you write down find a topic, find a length, record, or use plan out, decide, or put narration, music. What is the most important task? Finding film process. Still too hard. How about breaking it down further to decide why audience would watch this? Write outline, think through video, or create a narration. Still too hard. How about breaking down the first part into does this provide teaching lessons or entertainment? Okay, this provides entertainment. Can't think of a script? Break that down again into the most important tasks. Like, I know this for entertainment. Should I provide humor, music, or a show? By breaking down the core tasks you circled, you can get to starting the project you long procrastinated and dominated your life and ambitions.
Now put this list aside. What did you circle? What task did you break down? Circle to start.
This brings us to the very end of the video. Thank you for staying with us. Now, by hitting that subscribe button and pressing the bell icon, you will ensure that our voice reaches millions of people. So, march forward and do this token of kindness for us. Till we see you next time.